we go. Hi guys, Coach George here. I'm just going to talk us through what we're going to be doing in Tuesday this week. Tuesday this week is going to be predominantly barbell work. We are focusing on the skill of our hang squat clean. There'll be two different factors. You'll have an RX version, also a scaled version. The RX will be looking at our high hang, and our low hang as a complex. The guys doing the scaled version, you'll be doing it all from the hang position. Each position will have a 1 second pause, just so you get used to bracing and feeling what that position feels like when we're in each. In order to determine whether you're in that RX or scaled division, if you've been doing weightlifting with us for a while, or if you have been at the club for a long time, and you know the difference between your high hang, and your low hang, we probably recommend that you go from those positions. If you're new to the club, new to weightlifting in general, new to CrossFit, probably been with us for less than 6 months or so, we probably recommend you just go from the hang position, just so you can get used to being in a nice solid position there. We're going to go through the RX versions now, so we're going to go through the high hang, and the low hang. Danny's just going to pick up the bar. Remember, each position is going to have a 1 second pause. So first Danny can pick up the bar, she's going to come to the hip. Danny's going to sit into her high hang, she's going to pause for a second. In this position, Danny is going to push her legs against the floor, having vertical drive against the bar. As you can see, she drives against the floor and she quickly comes underneath the bar. She's going to rest in the position for 2 seconds at the top and then bring the bar back down to the hip. What she's going to do now, she's going to now come into her hang position. She's going to pause for a second at the top of the knee, push her legs against the floor, giving vertical drive against the bar. Again, nice and quick underneath that bar. Again, 2 second pause at the shoulder, back down to the hip. She's now going to come into our low hang. Now this comes underneath the knee. From here, she's going to push her feet against the floor, bring the bar back into the hip, and again, back underneath. Again, 2 second pause at the top, just to get used to that rack position, and then back down to the floor. So for those guys doing the RX version, you guys will be pretty familiar with those three movements. For those doing the scaled version, so those of us for say, new to the club, less than 6 months, new to weightlifting in general, you'll be doing all of them from the hang. So Danny's going to pick up the bar again. She's going to come to her hip. Danny's just going to come to her hang position. So it's going to be to the top of the knee. So she's going to brace. She's going to pause for a second, push her legs against the ground, and pull herself under the bar and stand. Again, pause for 2 seconds in that front rack, back down to the hip. Again, 1 second pause at the top of the knee, push against the floor. You can see Danny pulls herself under the bar nice and fast after she has extended her hips. She's just going to do one more. 1 second pause at the top of the knee, push her legs against the ground, pull herself under the bar and stand. Danny's then going to bring the bar back down. That's going to be your focus of the workout, or your focus of the session. The session will then continue on. You guys will be doing every 2 minutes. You'll go 6 times round. You'll be doing some machine work into that hang squat clean movement. Now what we're aiming for this is to be able to do our weightlifting under fatigue. So the rower, the bike, the ski erg is just there to fatigue you slightly. You are then taking your time throughout the skill. So you'll be doing 10 or 8 calories on your machine, followed by 5 hang squat cleans. There will be RX scale 1 and scale 2 weights for this, so we can have a chat with that with the coach, whoever's taking you at Tooting or Stretton. Remember, the focus is on the hang squat clean in that, so don't rush the movement as you're going. Remember, big push against the floor, nice and tall, pull yourself under the bar nice and fast.